temperatures and your...
Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
And a very good Wednesday evening to everybody. I'm meteorologist Jordan Reed, tracking a bit of a wintry mix out there right now. But as the temperatures warm up tonight into tomorrow, it'll change to rain for most, if not all of us. And temperatures may make a run at 70 degrees. Let's take a live look right now at downtown Utica, where we are experiencing a bit of a wintry mix and as a result, a bit of lower visibility. Temperature right now, 34 degrees, but that wind out of the east-southeast at 13 is making it feel more like February or March instead of April, making it feel like 25. And temperatures won't come down much more because of the rain and the clouds that we'll be experiencing during the overnight hours. We're dealing with basically a patchwork quilt of precipitation types out there. A little bit of snow and sleet up toward the north. And as you head through the Mohawk Valley and points to the south, you may be experiencing a little bit of rain, maybe a few pockets of hail as you head toward portions of Chenango, Herkimer, as well as Oneida County, and then off toward the rest, we are experiencing some moderate to heavier rain. That'll be working its way in as we head through the overnight hours. We were looking at a bit of lightning as this storm was making its way through Rochester and Syracuse, but that is no longer the case. We're experiencing that down toward Pennsylvania right now. This is a fairly large storm system located over the Midwest, but we have a threat of severe weather continuing all the way down into portions of northeastern Texas. That's what all of these watch boxes and warnings that you're taking a look at right now. And this is something that you don't often see either. The areas right around western Tennessee and eastern Arkansas are under a high risk for severe weather. That's the level 5 out of 5, that purple color that you see there. As far as our area here in central New York, we're just under a general thunderstorm risk, and even that I think is isolated to scattered. For the rest of tonight, we'll just be dealing with that wintry mix to the north and rain from the Mohawk Valley down to the south, where you'll have temperatures into the 40s. And as we go through the overnight hours, not only will we see those warming temperatures, but we will also see a bit of a break in the activity. That doesn't last through the morning commute. We could see some more moderate to heavier pockets of rain, but after that, we'll start to see another break. And then as the cold front moves through during the afternoon into the evening hours, there may be some heavier downpours and maybe even a thunderstorm or two. There could be a bit of sunshine in between that as well, but you'll notice that the winds are back to the northwest tomorrow night, and that'll bring in some cooler air as we head through Friday, at least closer to average. There could be several 1 to 2 tenths of an inch of freezing rain up toward northern Herkimer, as well as portions of Hamilton, maybe northern Fulton County. And for that reason, we do have a winter weather advisory in effect until 11 a.m. for those counties that I just mentioned because of that freezing rain threat. There is also a wind advisory in effect for several counties to the north and west, where we may see winds gusting up to 50 miles an hour during portions of the day tomorrow. So again, it'll be windy with morning showers, maybe a thunderstorm or two, 70 degrees for the high, breezy and cooler. Relatively so, with highs between 50 and 55. That's basically average for this time of year. And then we could see some April showers for Saturday, Sunday, as well as Monday, with temperatures in the upper 40s to around 50.
Now, Jordan, with that storm system pushing its way up around the Mississippi River Valley up towards central New York, do you think the chances of that severe weather, I know we're marginal right now, do you think that's going to go up at all?
Yeah, so actually we're not under a marginal risk. We are under a general thunderstorm threat, and even that I think would be isolated to scattered, and we're under general thunderstorm threat once again during the day tomorrow as well. But it's certainly something I'll be keeping an eye on.
All right. Thank you, Jordan. Coming up next on Eyewitness
News is brought to you by Nye Automotive Group. Come see why it's gotta be Nye. Now, your eyewitness weather forecast.
And a happy Wednesday evening to you, everybody, and also happy World Autism Awareness Day as well. That's the reason for the blue that I'm wearing today. But as far as current conditions go right now, we are tracking some rain and some wintry precipitation as well. That's the case right now in downtown Utica, but that temperature is coming up a little bit, so we are starting to see more rain than anything. 36 degrees, that wind out of the east-southeast at 10 miles an hour is making it feel like 28, so that's making it feel like a cold rain. So again, as I mentioned, rain is starting to invade more of the radar, but we are still seeing basically a patchwork or artwork of precip types. So it's blue indicating the snow. We have a little bit of sleet in there as well, freezing rain up toward the north, and then obviously the brighter colors indicate the light to moderate and even occasionally heavier rain. But again, with temperatures in the 30s, feeling like the 20s, it's a cold rain out there. This is a fairly expansive storm system with, again, snow up toward the Canadian border through the Great Lakes up here into New York, and then severe weather extending all the way from Ohio all the way through Arkansas right now. And in fact, there are even 400 to 500 miles worth of tornado warnings, at least 12 or 13 of them that I counted at the top of the hour, extending from Arkansas up into central Indiana at this time. We're not going to be dealing with any severe weather other than maybe an isolated or scattered thunderstorm or two that won't be severe, but we will be dealing with some freezing rain and sleet here in northern Herkimer, Hamilton, and northern Fulton counties through 11 a.m. tomorrow morning, and as such, the National Weather Service has issued a winter weather advisory indicated in that purple color. We also have a wind advisory for some of the counties up toward the north and off toward the west for 2 a.m. through 8 p.m. tomorrow for gusts that could exceed 30, 40, maybe even 50 miles an hour. We're talking about Madison, Lewis, Herkimer, as well as Hamilton County, at least the northern portion of Herkimer County. We'll be seeing, again, the freezing rain change over to all rain as we see warmer temperatures during the overnight hours, but some of that rain could be moderate to heavy, especially when you head out for your morning commute. And there will be a lull around midday, but then as the cold front moves through during the afternoon into the evening hours, there will be some showers and maybe a heavier thunderstorm or two, and that switches the wind over toward the northwest, knocks the temperature down to around average levels as we head through Friday, but we'll just be seeing a lot of clouds to start the day on Friday before ending up mostly sunny. As we take a look at the rainfall, there could be as much as an inch to an inch and a half of rain, especially along the thruway, if not just toward the north. Again, most of that will be done and over with in the next 24 hours. 36 overnight, that's basically where we are right now, with rain showers, a rumble or two of thunder, not out of the question. Same thing for tomorrow. Other than that, mostly cloudy and windy with those showers continuing upper 60s to around 70 before the west-northwest wind kicks in, and that'll drop the temperatures to around 50 to 55 as we head through Friday. It'll be partly cloudy and breezy, and then those April showers look to stick around as we head through the weekend with temperatures in the upper 40s to around 50.
Definitely looking at a cold week starting into this spring. Unfortunately, no April Fool's joke last week, but Jordan, it's going to be really wet and really windy, ain't it right?
That's for sure, and we may even see temperatures struggling to get out of the 30s to around 40 on Tuesday next week as well.
All right, break out those winter coats again. Well, tonight, Eyewitness News is...
Now, your Eyewitness Weather forecast.
Happy Wednesday evening and happy World Autism Awareness Day as well. That's why I'm wearing blue, and hope you always choose kindness. But as far as the weather is concerned out there right now, we did have a lot of blue on the radar earlier, but that is no longer the case. Temperature right now 37 degrees, so that means it's actually changing over to rain for most of us right now. But it's a cold rain thanks to that wind of the east-southeast at 17 miles an hour, gusting up to 25, making it feel like 27. And temperatures are actually going to be on the rise as we head through the overnight hours. So even if you're seeing sleet and a little bit of freezing rain in portions of Fulton, Hamilton, northern Herkimer County, you will see that change over to rain by tomorrow morning, and I'll get to that in a second. But we do have a lot of lightning associated with this storm system as well, and a lot of severe weather still stretching from portions of Ohio down through portions of Arkansas, and that's where it's likely going to stay. And not only are we at a high risk for severe weather there, but there is also a high risk of excessive rainfall going into the weekend, basically a front stalling out, going to be over that same area for days and days, basically what we call training. But on the northern end of that system, we're getting the northern fringes of it with rain, snow, or a mix of both. And for that reason, we have a winter weather advisory for some of those counties that I just mentioned, northern Herkimer, northern Fulton, all of Hamilton County until 11 a.m. tomorrow morning for that sleet or freezing rain. There could be as much as a tenth of an inch of ice, maybe a little bit more than that. Also, for some of those same counties, northern Herkimer, Hamilton, Lewis, and Madison counties, we also have a wind advisory. It goes into effect at 2 a.m., stays into effect through 8 p.m. tomorrow for gusts that could be at times 40 to at times 50 miles an hour. But the thing that we're all going to see, not only the wind, but also we are going to see the rain changing over as we go through the overnight hours. You may see a brief lull in it through the overnight, but by tomorrow morning when you're heading out onto the thruway or any of the major thoroughfares for your morning commute, you'll be dealing with rain that could be moderate to heavy at times. And again, we'll have another lull around midday, but as the cold front moves through, that switches the wind over to the north and west behind it, and there could be showers and a heavier thunderstorm or two during the afternoon into the evening hours. There could be a few peaks of sunshine in between those rounds of rain as well. And then as we go through tomorrow night into Friday morning, we'll be dealing with a lot of clouds and temperatures around average for Friday, whereas tomorrow will be right around 70 degrees, well above average. In terms of rainfall, I expect the most rainfall to occur from the thruway onto the north, where there could be as much as an inch to an inch and a half of rain, half an inch to an inch as you head down toward the south. Rain showers, a rumble of thunder or two. 36 will be the low, and that's basically already occurred. So temperatures will be on the rise as we head through the overnight hours. Windy with showers, mostly cloudy tomorrow. 70 degrees for the high, and then we'll be dealing with partly cloudy and breezy conditions for Friday with temperatures between 50 and 55, so a little bit above average. And then we'll be dealing with some April showers as we head into the weekend and Monday to start next week with temperatures in the upper 40s to right around 50. So no issues, just a little cool.
Cold, wet, and windy. That's going to be the status quo for the next couple weeks, I think, Jordan.
Absolutely, unfortunately.
Thank you, Jordan. Coming up next on Eyewitness News.